Okay, okay, here we go. Uh, Good evening, also good night, Lakan Ronnie. Uh, because in the Philippines,
It's
what time is it now?
it's 3 a.m. in the Philippines.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much to dedicate your time to us in this
Thanks. Also.
interview because this interview is very important for us, very important. Uh, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm definitely good. Thanks for asking. Thanks for having me here, brother Claudio.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, today is a special day for us, for European guys. Why? Because in Europe there are a lot of theories and a lot of philosophy and a lot of system of empty hand. But when I have seen your style, your Dumog, I say, hey, it's very different. I would like to understand more because the people in Europe do not understand, maybe, or understand something, but not exactly your way because your way is very different. So I say I ask you this interview because it's very important to understand a very good and traditional way of Dumog. So I'm very happy for doing this. That we are here now. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Thank you.
And I would like to ask you the first question because I don't want to lose our time because your time is very important. And then I would like to ask you the first question. The first question is about the lineage of your style because your style is very effective. I see the movement, I see the breaking system striking a lot of things, a lot of way. I would like to ask you your lineage, the lineage of your style.
Okay, so let me put it this way. My answer will depend on the people's interpretation of lineage. So what I mean is, if people ask me if I have learned and studied from a master with a certain period of time or like long period of time, I can say that I have none of those things. But if somebody asks me if I have trained with different masters, yes, I do have a lot of that. Okay. What I mean is, um, you know, it depends on or my knowledge of lineage is depending on time you studied from a certain style or certain master. So while others have lineage, I for me, um, it's kind of little different. The way that I learned my system is a little bit different from others. So although I have background in boxing, I have background in karate, a little bit, very little background in karate. When I was a kid, I studied karate, and I also studied aikido. Also, I've learned some of the Arnis style when I was in college because during that time, um, I've learned it in physical education, like in PE, in academics, and
Yes.
yeah, I also learned Mungus, and from Mungus, I had I had this experience that I this opens my mind into martial arts. So I've seen a lot of different techniques, different types of principles in Mungus, which helped me to build this system of mine. And of course, with the help of different masters who I met during my journey. So I got some ideas from them, learning from them. But again, if you ask me, okay, you learn Mungus. Okay, here's the thing. I learned Mungus from my instructor. I trained with him only for 3 days. Only
Ah,
for three
good,
days. And
good,
then
good.
when I started teaching the art of Sikaran, um, I've met a student of mine who happens to know mongoose in a different region. So it's the different style. So what my experience with him is that he taught me like 10 numbers of mongoose, and then he flew away. He went away to, for quite some time, and then I really studied what I've learned during those times. And then when he came back, we finished everything, and what we did is we um, we experimented on two different styles. So
Wow,
every
wow.
afternoon we went to the park to practice everything, to to experiment and to explore the system. We actually, during that time we invented techniques. So that helps me to really build this foundation that I we have now in LKP.
It's great. It's great. A great philosophy. I see the movement. I say, hey, lock it, cerrado, striking, breaking. I say, hey, I never seen before because usually, in Dumont, they use a stick as a hands. But you have a different way of fighting. It's effective, really, really effective because you're striking before, locking, breaking. And the people say, "Hey, what happened now?" Because it's amazing. It's very good, very good, very effective.
You
I,
know
you
what?
know,
When I was young, I used to, reading books, magazines. At that time there's no internet, right? There's no
yes,
YouTube.
yes,
Only videos. Only videos on VHS, Betamax, like the old way. So
yes.
I am fond of watching those videos, and from there I started to learn my way. So I'm like a self-taught martial artist.
Wow, wow,
So
very good, very good. You are open-minded, open-minded,
yeah,
never closed, never closed, open, open.
yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. And Lakan, please tell us about your history, okay? Your idea, your history, everything about you, because it's very important.
Okay, so I started, as far as I can remember, I started at the age of 7. I started boxing, doing boxing with my father. So he taught me boxing. And
Very
then
good.
in the during my elementary days, um, I also tried karate. But again, just like what I've said, it's a very short period of time. When I was gone to high school, I tried aikido.
Kido.
Again,
Okay.
I never I never had a belt like green belt or something. I'm always okay, never promoted into green or yellow belt. And then
Yeah, good.
because at that time, I think that's like for financial reasons. So I
Okay.
stopped, for learning the aikido. And
Yeah.
then I met this a friend, a cousin of mine. He was from the province, and then he went there. He went here in Manila, to ask my mom's help for employment. So he's a teacher actually. My mom is a teacher. So
Ah,
yeah, and then one night when he was drunk, he asked me to, because he knows that I love martial arts. He asked me to come to his room, and then he showed me this style, which I love most, the style of mongoose. So
oh,
with the very small room, he demonstrated this system, and it really amazes me. But never had a time that he taught me about that. He's very secretive actually. the I think the reason why he opened that app is because he's drunk. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then time passes by. I went to college, and then there's one subject that is being taught there in physical education, and this is our niece. So I learned our niece the first time in physical education in the school. And
Okay.
then there's a time that I have to, we have to go to the province, my father's place. There, this cousin of mine introduced me to a teacher in Mongoose in that same place. And again, the art of Mongoose is very secretive. They don't allow non-members of that particular religion, because it's like a close group,
Yes.
uh, to share it to outside of that religion. But this master happens to be my father's friend when he was still there. So he recognized me. Oh, you're Nelson's son. So yeah,
Yes.
I can teach you. The first time I went there, I broke my hand.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
Tell me.
style, the old school style. So
Yes.
it's the test. So I broke my hand. So I happened to to pass. And then
Yeah.
when I healed, I come back for two more training, and
Yes.
there I so and then um, I come to I went to college, and when I was in college, my first wife is a daughter of one of the highest ranking leader in Sikaran, in that province. So I was introduced to him. By the way, he is a Grandmaster Romeo Paje. So actually, I got promoted black belt in Sakaran not because of the Sikaran thing. It's because of the skills I have in empty
Yes.
hands with
Yes.
regards to. And then from
Yes. Good.
Sikaran, there I just study the system.
Other. Yes, yeah, the system is fantastic. Yes, this is the way of effectiveness. The way
Yeah.
of the belt. No, you're using the way, you follow the way of effectiveness. It's fantastic. I just there are a lot of people that right now, okay, like a comments, here Grandmaster Darren Tibon say welcome to Legacy World, Lakan Ronnie, Master
Oh,
Herrera, other masters, a lot of masters here. One from Tunisia also. It's fantastic. I'm happy for this because very, very important to your style. So I wanted that the people knows in Europe also your way. I would like to ask you a question, a special question, because as I said before, in Europe, the people are a little bit confusion, in the Dumog, because someone think that Dumog is how to use the empty hands like like a stick or like a knife. But I would like to ask you, what is Dumog? That's the question, the big question of today.
okay. So dumog per se is a Visayan word that signifies grappling. So we have here in the Philippines dumog, but this type of dumog is, in my opinion, based on what I saw on some videos, presented to me, it's like a sophisticated wrestling. One of those videos or two of those videos I saw, it's just like that. The unsophisticated way of wrestling. So it's not really technical. They are just two guys wrestling each other, and that's it. And
Yes.
from what I heard and from what I saw, it is also used by the Pikiti Tertia group, Dumog. And the way I sees it, it's like more of a silat like art. So that's what I saw about this type of Dumog. But LKP Dumog, however, is a little bit different because it it is a mixture of styles. So it's not really all Filipino, because my way is to, when I see something very useful and effective, I see to it that I adopt this
Okay.
specific kind
Yes.
of thing.
Yes.
So what I did is I incorporated those systems into my system, and so if you will see me perform, you will see a little bit of grappling or like BJJ. You'll see a little bit of silat. You'll see a little bit of mungus. You'll see a little bit of wrestling. So it's a mixture of them. Uh,
Great.
Maybe the difference is I make sure that I incorporate concepts from Kali.
Yes.
Putting the blade system into it, the blade mentality into it. So I think that's makes it a little bit different. So I have this weapon we used in Dumo. Actually,
Oh.
I got this one from also the style of mongoose. This is what they call the mongoose ring. So this is a type of ring which has blade on it. So
Oh,
if
great.
clearly, so it has a
Oh,
blade.
wow. Wow. I see. I see. Fantastic.
So
Fantastic. Very.
it is worn invertedly, not like this. Okay, it
Yes.
is worn invertedly, so
Very
it's a
smart.
hidden.
Very. Yes. Very smart because during a fight, it's a it's a weapon. Yes.
Correct. Very, very dangerous weapon because of because it is hidden. You can see it. And this is all about, Dumog is all about touching the opponent, right?
Yes.
So if you will have, contact with a Dumog practitioner wearing this, you're gonna be very, very,
Yeah. Very dangerous. Yeah.
very
Very
dangerous.
dangerous.
And it can cut through your veins, those vulnerable parts of your body. It can be attacked by this ring.
I never seen before. I was in the Philippines. I lived in the Philippines, but I never seen before. It's a crazy. Every time I interview a master, my mind explosion. Because another I never seen before. It's fantastic way. Yeah, it's very. They hide it. It's covered. You cannot see. You cannot see. And wow, it's great,
So
great.
this I think this like separates us from from other systems of grappling arts. So
Yes,
this weapon here, the concept of the FMA, this separates us from other grappling arts. But again, I don't discount those systems because it is really effective that we had to adopt also in our style
yes,
those systems.
yes. Fantastic. Thank you for this. You see a lot of lot of principles here. Fantastic. But now I have a big question for you because I love it, this question. Okay, the question is LKP Dumog in real fight. If you have experience or something like that, if something happens in the time where if you fight or because this is the people wanna know this. People wanna know this. It's
Yeah, fortunately, I was not able to use any of my Dumog during a fight, and I'm happy with that. You know,
yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I don't want to use it as much as possible, but during my days, younger days, um, we used to brawl. We used to brawl not with the grappling. I had an experience once.
Oh,
One guy, one guy tries to, choke me,
lock it.
something like
Yes.
that, like the Carabao choke, something like that. So what I remembered at that time is I squeezed his groin. I never let go of his groin. He yelled crazy. And then after those people around us separated us, he never did attack me again. That aggression of his at the beginning, it's gone. It's gone when I did that. So, based from what that experience, I can say now that using dirty tactics in Dumog will be more effective than just doing the locks. Of course, in MMA, they use a lot of BJJ there,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
again, in the ring, there are rules, and yet
Exactly.
you can
Exactly.
see that they are effective, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Right. Absolutely.
if somebody asks me, oh, if is your Dumog effective in real fight, if you believe that BJJ is effective and if you believe that wrestling is effective, you don't have a choice but to believe that also Dumog is also effective because we practice BJJ, we practice wrestling, we practice
Absolutely.
Aikido, practice everything,
Yes.
right?
Very good.
In addition to the concept of FMA that uses weapon.
Yes.
Okay, if
Yes.
somebody shoots me, and want to take me to the ground, if I have this weapon, I can simply go to the throat and then cut him off, right? If I don't have
Yes.
that weapon, I can simply go to the eyes. Like for example, somebody
Try to.
manages to put me down, and I'm on the guard position, and he's on top of me. Why not use an eye gouge, right? But it's prohibited in the ring.
Yes.
Even the
Yes.
pointing of the finger, because one of the concept I teach my student is to really go get the finger, because with using the finger, very hard to for an opponent to
Defend.
really counter. For
Yes.
example, the Sankyu in Aikido,
Yes.
right? This one,
Yes.
the number
Yes.
technique,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we also have that here in Dumo. So we're actually twisting the wrist, and yeah, there's high possibility of counters there. But if I secure the finger together with that technique,
Yeah. Yes.
100%, it's very hard it's
Yeah.
very hard
Defend.
to counter.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely right. Yes. Fantastic.
Yeah, my point is there are certain rules in the ring, or when we are doing competition, that is not applied because of for safety reasons.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
in LKP Dumog, there are no rules. See to it that there are
Fantastic.
no rules. This is
Self
survival.
defense. Yeah. Survival.
Yes.
Self defense. No. Not for the. Yeah. Not for the first place of the tournament. Oh, I understand you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But if we will try to, if you want to try it, we have to sparring. We have to do sparring, right?
Yeah.
And during the sparring, of course, we avoid doing those things. We just focus on, positioning, fighting for positions, and doing the locks, doing locks and counters. Of course, we can still do that. But again, we're talking about street fight. In street fight, there's no rules. Everything goes. You can poke the eye. You can even grab the hair, because one of the signature style in Mongoose is hair pulling.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes, we
It's,
tend, to pull the hair
yeah.
all the time.
Wow.
It's a lady
Great.
thing. If if you will
I
follow the
need to.
norms, it's a lady thing to
I
pull the
I
hair,
need
right?
to cut. I need to cut. I need to cut my
Yeah,
hair because
we don't have much hair, right? But there if we are taught to pull the ears, pull the mouth,
yeah, the mouth,
just
yeah, the
stop
nose.
thing
Yes.
here on the mouth, and then you pull that one. So it's really, really very dangerous
Yes.
style. Um, and this is, at the time I felt, I fell in love. I fell in love with the style that I have to, put it on my skin. And during that
Great.
time, so really, really fell in love with the style of
Great,
mongoose.
great, fantastic, fantastic. You see, real fight. This is a real fight. It's not for You use
Yeah,
all the points of our body. It's fantastic, fantastic.
yeah,
I invited other people to see your videos in order to understand. Because when I talk, I talk. But when the people see, when the people see your video, they will understand what we talk about. Because it's very, very, very important. Also, if you can, please send us out your video later after this interview, if you like it, in the comments, because the people need to see what is your
okay.
style, because it's fantastic, fantastic way of fighting, real fighting, real fighting. Yeah, great.
And
Yeah.
bro,
Mhm.
one more thing. Of course, there is an art aspect in every system, right?
Yeah.
So, not art aspect, you will use it in real fight. So you have to recognize those things. The art aspect remains on the training school. The practical aspect of that is will go outside. This is
Yes.
what you will use inside. Like in
Great.
Cali, we have Carenza. Some of us, we are doing the flowery movement.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody would watch it and say, "Oh, you cannot use that in real fight. Those dancing of yours, you cannot." Of course, because these are just shadow thing. It's like expression, art expression.
Yes.
So,
Fantastic.
but
Great.
definitely you can use Arnis or Kali effectively in a fight.
Great. Great. Great philosophy. Great philosophy. These two principles are very, very important. Very important. Yeah, I need to record all the principles from all the masters here, because
Yeah,
a
that's what
lot
I've
of.
been doing.
Oh, great, great. I have another question, because the people continue comments here. I see in from Europe and from the other places. I see other countries. I would like to ask you about the Europe, the development in Europe. What do you think about the development in Europe, or if you have some school, just if you have some school in Europe, where, and what do you think about the development in Europe?
Uh,
That's another important
okay.
question for us.
At the moment, we have one in Spain. We have one in Spain. It's under Guru Joni Landillar. So it's our he's the LKP representative there, bearing the tribe name Itak Tagalog. So he can be um, he knows Panuntukan, Dumog, and Night. So this is his specialty. When you go to Germany, we have Guru Misha, which knows also these empty hand forms of LKP, and also he knows about um, the the palm stick. This one,
Pump stick. Yes, yes,
the
yes.
Dulo Dulo, more popularly known as Dulo Dulo. And also
Yeah.
in Germany, we have three. three teachers there for Baston Dumog. These
Oh,
are Guro Jan Krushviks and Sebastian Krushviks. These are twins, brothers, and one also his name is Karsten Rom, Tagasanay Karsten Rom in Germany.
great,
So
great. Also
if
Germany,
who
Germany,
happens to be
Spain.
close to the place, you can contact them.
Great, great. Yes, I invite all the people in Europe. Please contact this master in Dumont because it's very, very, very good. I confirm. I confirm. Great, great. And also, I would like to ask you another question because the people now, this situation of virus or something like that, the problem of, and the people are going to make some, online courses. I would like to ask you if you have online courses or special class or something like that. I would like to ask you.
Yeah. Actually, we finish two courses now. Baston Dumog, which happens on last year. It ended like February. So we started the after that we started Panuntukan and just ended 2 weeks ago. So now we're opening up for Dumog courses, and now we're on Dumog course right now. So
Great,
yeah, and then I can see a lot of people, who because of this situation, like what you've said, prevents them from going out and train with train with their school, their classmates, and this is a very good platform that they
great,
can still study, even without contact with other people. Some people
great,
would say, oh, it's very hard. Of course it is. Okay, but better than never learning at
yeah,
all, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah, absolutely.
I am a like a witness of that. I am also a product of watching videos on DVDs at the time when I was a kid, when I was young, and this helps me a lot to acquire what I have now.
Mm,
So yeah. So luckily, during the pandemic last year, I was one of those who used this Zoom classes as as my way to
yeah, yeah,
continue my
yeah,
my teaching,
yeah.
and it
And
works.
yeah, great. I'm happy for this because the people can continue to practice in your style and learn it, continue, never stop. I would like to ask you if when the next online courses, if you have just schedule in that
Okay, we
way.
can still go on with the online courses. Actually, we have 9 participants who already registered, but unfortunately, only two could be able to attend the class. So what I did is that I told the participants if it's okay with them to I will send a pre-recorded videos each week, for them to study, and then they have to do it and present it to me through videos as well for my assessment and corrections. And for this, we will save each other's time, right? So they also have the opportunity to choose the best time for them to train. So they're not obliged to attend during weekends.
Yes,
So
great.
and we still follow the 4 month period.
Yes, good.
So if anybody there watching, if you still want to enroll in this course, you can still do so. You just have to contact me for details.
Yeah.
and I'll be
Great.
happy to help.
Awesome, awesome, fantastic. Because yeah, you permit to the people in coronavirus period to continue the study in your style. Fantastic, good, very good, very good, very smart idea, very good idea too. Very smart. Okay, another question, because people asked me every time people ask me something, so I would like to ask you now the program of your style, the program, because the people want to know an idea of the program, because the program is important for the people when the start, when the beginning and the end of the program. You see the grade, levels or something like that if you have.
Okay, so we have three levels in Dumo: the basic, the intermediate, and the advanced. For the basic levels, we teach them fundamentals like basic falling, basic ground positions, stances, footworks, releasing techniques, clinching, the shoot and sprawl, etc. And then in the intermediate level, they will be introduced into the lock flow, lockings, lock flow, standing, and ground lock
The
flow
ground, yeah.
and its application, and also foot trappings and throwing, the flows and application, the jerking technique. So jerking technique is very important in the art of Dumo. Okay, this
Good.
idea, this concept also. This is what I got from the Mongol style, the jerking techniques. By the way, this is the technique wherein you troubleshoot, or you short circuit the brain, to delay its function to counter.
Okay,
So it's
okay,
like a
understand.
sudden pull and push,
Great.
shock the
Yes,
brain.
yes, yes,
So this
great.
is you also learn this in the intermediate level, and we also have the sensitivity drills for Dumo, like um, free flowing. So it's like a prearranged sparring, but it's random, but it's like random techniques. And then on the third level, they will be introduced into the numbering system, our numerada. So that's 1 to 30 plus the variations of it.
Great.
So
That's
yeah,
it.
and also
That's the program.
we also have a very very unique um, you know game here in Dumo. We call it the frog fight. So
What name?
the frog fight, frog,
Frog.
like a
Ah,
frog,
frog.
like the,
Yeah.
right. So we wrestle on a very low stance, like so we play the game in this stance. Okay,
Yes.
our rules: there's no striking, only grabbing, only pushing, breaking the posture and everything. So the rule is, um the player who touches the ground. Okay, there's only one,
Okay.
part of the body that will touch the ground. It's only the feet. Okay,
Ah,
if I
good.
touch the ground with my hand, you earn a point. If I drop, you earn a point. If I happen to kneel, you earn a point. So this is very good training for the legs
Absolutely.
and also
Absolutely.
strategy technique.
Wow.
And
Great.
there's like a net. If you stand up again, you get deducted.
Great. Great training. Great training. Yes. It's
Good for kids and adults, combined.
yes, good. Good. Another question now is about the weapons of LKP, because all the styles in the Philippines has a weapons, no? So I would like to ask you the weapons of LKP system.
Um, okay, so I have here different weapons in me. So okay, we teach karambit in our system. We teach karambit. So this is a live karambit from the northern Luzon, northern Luzon
Yes.
part of the Philippines. So this is what we use in Larao Cali. Also, we use some sort of an axe. I call this one a kampalagot. It's a fusion of three weapons. It's a so this is
Oh,
how it looks.
yes.
So
Wow, great. Very good.
I noticed there is a blade here that resembles with a sickle, like this one here. Okay, for hooking, and of course, very noticeable that this is an axe. So this serves as an axe. You have the
Yeah.
spike here, okay, and you have a little knife here.
Too. Yes. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah, so
Very good. Nice
this,
weapon. Nice weapon.
this
Wow.
is a dummy weapon. I have a live
Oh,
weapon
just a moment.
here.
Just a moment. Just a moment, Lakan. I have a problem. Just a moment. 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Just a second. The problem of go live, now it's okay. Perfect. Because you see, when we are online, some problems arrive. I just low battery because we talk a lot, and I'm happy for this. Yes, great. Okay. Thank you for this, because it's very important to understand the weapons too, because particular weapons, I'm happy to see this. And for me, the first time I see the hex with the other point of, in order to strike, to break. Yes, too. Fantastic, this one. Yeah.
We
The
also
question. Yeah.
we also use this one, the rope. So while other system use the sarong, I use the rope. We use this
Yeah.
as the substitute. Of course, with the blades and everything, we also have the palm stick. Every Filipino martial arts like Kali, they use this one also. And for the military, I use the paracord as my flexible weapon. Of course of course the baton, and for the patpat palad, the tactical pen and everything. And we also have this nerve stick here, the nerve stick, the flat stick, very
Good.
short. So it's very good, self-defense tool, especially when you are faced with the knifer, with the weapon with the person that carries knife. It's very good tool. It's a
It's
hardwood.
it's a hardwood.
Yes,
Hardwood, because
this is what we
good.
call the bahi.
Bahi, yes,
Yeah,
Bahi.
yeah.
Great.
So better to have a hardwood than the rattan or the
Every time,
yaka.
Lakan, every time I learn a lot, because I never seen this kind of weapons. For me the first time, but I was in the Philippines. Every time I open my mind, it's a fantastic
Because,
weapons.
still, if you carry the weapon, you are not permitted to carry the weapon here in the Philippines, right? Especially when you're like a normal person,
Yes,
you don't use it as a form of your livelihood, so you're not allowed to carry one. So what I recommend that you carry here is a piece of stick. A piece of stick that can be useful to anything.
okay,
Like when somebody has a knife, you can neutralize him with this. Okay, if
yes,
you have multiple opponents and you carry this type of weapon, your opponents will scatter and then fly away,
no
right?
problem.
So
Of course. Great,
and
Bahi. Yeah.
when you go to the mall or airport, you will not be you will not be.
You have no problem for it.
Yeah, there's no problem with it.
I understand you. Uh, and then the another question that I would like to ask you about the future of FMA, because for me it's important to ask you this question because people wanna build the FMA in the world and also in the Europe too. So I would like to ask you what you think about the future of FMA.
Um, what I can say is, unlike before, I can see a bright future for FMA. You know, also here before in the Philippines, um, only few people knows of their own art. Okay, when you ask somebody, do you know our niece or what is that? But now it is being introduced everywhere. Like in school, we have that as a physical education, and very lately, in 2009, I think it was declared as our national sports and martial arts. So this helps a lot from the for the propagation of the art. And as I can see, globally, they are patronizing Kali. Every parts of the world there is Kali, and for as long as we have teachers, FMA teachers who continually promoting the art, the system,
Yes,
it will never goes off. You know,
yes,
even in the films, right? You can see Kali in films everywhere.
yes,
You can see Kali in they even have this program like they're doing the aerobics but
yes,
with the Kali concept. So I can see that this is the birth, or this is like the step wherein FMA will truly rise. Before we
yeah,
have karate, this is very popular, but now I can see that FMA is starting
yeah.
to grow up.
And with your promotion, because you have a lot of followers, I see, and a lot of people follow your system of Dumog, and then it's a very very important that you don't stop your promotion, because your promotion is fantastic. You continue in that way. You never stop. Today, now in the Philippines are so here at the morning, but you are here with me to talk. It's this is the attitude, the great attitude. So I only can say thank you so much, because you have a lot to do. You never stop.
Always my No, always my pleasure. I'm very very passionate with what I do. This is my life. Martial arts is my life. Ever since when I was a kid, I always think of this. But I never thought that I will be like gone this like where I am now. So I really embrace doing this kind of thing, and I'm very very happy to share it with everyone who wish to learn it.
Great, and I hope the best of the best to you, Lakan, because the
Yeah.
energy that you put in this interview, the people can see, because you stop me and you demonstrate me on the chair what to do, and it's fantastic. The energy is fantastic that you use in order to demonstrate your style and to promote your style with the passion that you have. So thank you so much, really, thank you so much, not only for me but for the people of the Europe, because the people need to know a lot of things about your style also, because it's fantastic way of fighting. And I hope the people will turn and then understand your style and follow you more than today also. So I am happy, I am very happy for this interview, Lakan.
Thank you for giving
So
me this opportunity too, my bro.
yeah, I never stop, because I have your same passion for
Yeah,
FMA, the
yeah.
same passion. Okay,
For as
so
long as there are people like you, FMA will flourish. Definitely flourish.
thank you so much, Lakan. Thank you so much. and I hope the best for you. And please, if you can, put your video, the best video here. And if you have the online courses, please put in our channel. And then I hope and I push that because I am happy. I'm very happy that you are here now. And I would like the people continue in that way. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lakan. Thank you so much. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.